Good evening, good night, bonsoir, buenas noches, buenas noches to investors in North and South America. Ohio, good day, Mr. York EDT. Good morning to investors in Asia. Buenas noches, good night to investors in Europe and Africa. I'm Daniel Yu speaking from Hong Kong. It's 5th February here and 4th February in Wall Street. This week, I have 3 main points to talk about. Number 1, employment report. Number 2, record high strategies. Number 3, Dragon Year outlook. Subscribe, like, and share. Remember to click the bell, please. Watch our playlist again so as to grasp the continuous trend of the market and refresh your mind. At the Wolf Moon meeting of FOMC, which was based upon the Wolf Moon CPI and PCE, Jerome Powell pressed down the hope of rate cut in March due to uncertainty of control of inflation. Thus, market focus was in the employment report of last Friday. When reviewing the non-farm payroll from 2021 to now, it can be seen that during the early stage of recovery, job creation increased largely to 939K due to bailout and led to costful inflation. In the medium stage of recovery, that's from August 2022, it dropped to 243K and even rebounded, it went up to 482K most, which means the increase is healthy and would not bring about recession, and inflation is under control. However, in the recent 2 months, increased to 333K and 353K. Thus, Powell released a hawkish speech in a press conference, but only made market drop 1 day, for the unemployment rate is so steady and thus ensure no recession. At first, people worried that in the past, after the rate hike cycle, a recession would come in 18 months later. But from this chart, we can see that since March 2022, unemployment has stayed in the low of 3.4 to 3.8% till now. This is the average rate of the Apollo project of the landing of the moon in 1969 and had not been seen for 55 years because the Artemis project of landing on the moon restarted in 2022. In late 2024, there will be spacecraft landing and 2025 will be astronauts landing. So no need to worry over unemployment. Now we better come to CME target rate. In March 20 meeting, the chance of keeping interest rate unchanged is 79.5%. And in the May 1st meeting, the chance of cutting 25 basis points is 58.1%. How to read the CME target rate? Please refer to video 36 at 2023-0619 and video 26 at 2023-0410. There will be comprehensive explanations. For high dividend stocks, we can divide them into 2 sections. The first one is having a review of those recommended last July, and the second portion are newly recommended stocks this year. When facing the incessant high of indexes, it's not worthwhile to chase high in cases of overbought. For those high dividend stocks, we should mind the dividend rather than the price trend. The average yield of the New Korea Fund (KF) is 40.94%, which is higher than the average yield of peers, 7.94%, and the average of US stocks, which is only 2.92%. For technical trend, it has popped up above the 5 major average lines. MACD just show a buying signal of intersection of %K and %D. Forward bar turn from negative to positive, and stochastic also show a buying signal. For the Great M Capital Corporate (GECC), it is a closed-end fund. The yield is 22.12%, much higher than the average yield of peers, which is only 7.94%, and the average of US stocks, which is only 2.92%. For the Cornerstone Strategic Value Fund (CLM), the yield is even as high as 29.41%, higher than the average yield of peers, which only 7.9%, and the average of US stocks only 2.92%. As for technical trend, it is at the lowest point of 5 average lines, but stochastic and MACD show buying signals to pop up and much room for rising. For Cornerstone Total Return Fund (CRF) is basically in the same position. The above 4 stocks were listed in video 42 at 2023-0731. They are strategies of the year of rabbit, but still can apply today. But for the coming year of dragon, it will be a year of AI and IT stocks. There are another group of high dividend stocks. Texas Instrument (TXN), we can see the dividend has been increasing for the past years. Every year is higher than the previous year, and it has doubled in the past 6 years. So we can have a reasonable expectation that the coming year of dragon is better than the past year of rabbit. As for the average yield of 3.18%, it is even better than the average peers yield of 2.66% and US average of 2.92%. For technical trend in the past 3 years, it is under the 5 major average lines but still above the previous low in October, anyway better than chasing high. As for stochastic low, it has already shown oversold signal. As for high dividend stocks, the focus should be on dividends rather than the price. For ID stocks, the automated data processing ADT, the dividend trend is every year higher than previous year and is in a rising trend. For the dividend history, you can consult the dividend history year by year. As for technical trends, it is in an 8-year rising trend, so no matter for price or dividend, it is worthwhile to purchase. Another is APD, it's air products and chemicals. Don't mix it up. It is selling gas for industrial usage. We can see the dividend policy trend is also rising year after year, and thus can expect the coming year will be better. Even though the comparison dividend yield is not as high as others, if we can study the dividend history and technical trend thoroughly, it is still worthwhile to buy. From the 8-year chart, we can see it is now at the support of 250 SMA, and thus worthwhile for long-term investment and anyway better than chasing high. For LMT, why it is important? For in the year of Dragon, there are 4 remarkable general elections worldwide according to the importance. The first is in US, and second is in Taiwan, the third is in Russia, and fourth is in India. The Taiwanese election is over, but we still have to mind the rest and may lead to competition in arms. Dividend policy is year higher than previous. Yield is 2.85% higher than peers, but not US average. For technical trends, it's under the 250 SMA, therefore worthwhile to buy in. So again, to go back to McDonald's, which is one of my 3 evergreen stocks, but it is the highest when in comparison with Pepsi and Coke. It is because the dividends are increasing year by year and the price has been going up steadily in the past 8 years, no matter in recession or prosperity, no matter for which group of people, rich or poor, they need McDonald's. FAT brand is an American multi-brand restaurant operating headquartered in California. Like the Fat Burger and Round Table Pizza, its yield is as high as 6.57%, much higher than McDonald's, and the peers yield of 2.52% and US yield of 2.92%. For technical trends, we can see from the 3-year chart, it's just popping up from the low and above 5 major average lines, so much room for rising and better than chasing high. One thing needed to point out is that the Dragon Year calculation is actually a combination of lunar calendar and solar calendar. The Lunar New Year will start on February 10th on the new snow moon, and together with the worm moon in March and pink moon in April, and they are known as the 3 supermoons of Dragon Year, which would bring about prosperity to the market. But for the solar calculation, the Spring Festival will start on February 4th, 2024. So what's the difference? Solar calculation is for professional usage, and lunar calculation is for civil usage. For Chinese geomancy and financial astrology, we have to stick to professional usage of solar calculation. Market will rise in early Dragon Year and will have turmoil after 3 supermoons. Just to repeat the forecast of the highest point of 2024, which is the S&P can reach 5200 points, Dow Jones will reach 40,000 points, while Nasdaq Composite will reach 70,000 points, and Nasdaq 100 will reach 90,000 points. For details, please refer to video 63 at 2023-1225. Happy Dragon Year! So subscribe, like and share. Sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, bye bye. See you next week!